have not. I'm realizing I just did breathwork alone at home, the DMT experience on YouTube, breathwork with Sandy, and it was amazing. It was good. Actually, I wouldn't say it was like so amazing, but I'm really glad that I did it. I think I want to use my mic so I don't feel like I need to scream. Let's see. This old thing again. Somehow it's like already on. Does this work? Does this work? The photo booth sound of 3, 2, 1 is so annoying. But what's more annoying, that or this chair? I often just have things that there are often so many things inside of me that I just want to share. I want my experience to be shared. And if I find something that helps me, I want to help everyone who's ever felt that feeling before. So that is why I'm here sharing my experience, and maybe I label these videos highs and lows and how to get out of the lows or something. Or I'm just thinking about, because I've been here many times in my life and I forget every single time. But yeah, I'm feeling the low. I'm still in the low. I just did this breath work though for 45 minutes, and I'm glad that I did it. And I don't know that I've felt this calm in a while. I've not in the last few days. I'm also thinking that I want to give you glimpses when I think about it of my state, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm really glad that I prioritized myself, did the breath work. I was feeling super tingly all over and like I couldn't move at some point. And that is really good for me. Like just to kind of be pinned down basically, except this was from me by my breath. And it's just like a really good feeling. Sometimes I just need the physical. Like, that's why I like acupuncture. That's why I like this breath work where you feel tingly all over. You feel like you can't move. Full body sensation. That's why I turn to food or pick. Like, I just want to feel something different. And that I don't think is a unique experience. But how can we feel different in a healthier way? And then at the end of the day, we also just need to feel our feelings, and no one specific thing is going to solve anything. So I run myself ragged trying to I'll do anything except for feel sadness. I'll go to therapy, acupuncture, I'll send long emails. I'll call everyone I know, tell everybody my entire experience of the 5 steps back. Just trying to grasp at what the heck is going on. This is everything that's going in my mind and my life and my body, which sometimes is a headache and I can't sleep, stuff like that. When really I just need to stop, slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. No, this is a fact of life that I sometimes, most of the time, really don't like. Nobody can save you from your own feelings. Nobody can save you. Nobody can feel for you. And no matter what is going on circumstantially, who's in your life, if you're in a relationship or not, if you're living with your family or friends or not, you need to feel the tough feelings of life. And it's so hard. And I know I'm going to get through this. And I already, don't. I mean, talking right now, I feel fine. The breathwork was amazing. And I almost feel like I'm maybe almost going through it. But we will see. Because now I have the urge to maybe put on maybe a podcast, maybe nothing. But I want to make the broccoli and mushrooms I have and peel some carrots and make those too. By the way, another thing I'm doing, I haven't been on my phone the entire day and I don't have messages on my computer. So I've just been watching the Kardashians instead of being on my phone. If you're going through a low, it will pass. And I was reflecting on just so many things I've done in my life, and it's crazy. And I'm going to do probably many more. And I don't know if I'm going to continue sharing like this forever, but I'm enjoying it now, and I'm going to share as long as I want to. At the very least, I don't know if this is helping anybody. I hope that it does. But at the very least, it's giving me space to be and process and just okay, put it in a box. But, I love hearing my friends who are so awesome when they talk and share about them going through their lows and their insecurities and their doubts and the hard times that they go through. I'm just oh, cool. We're all human here. I laugh. It's literally hilarious. I have a really close friend and she'll have wild lows and I'm just girl, you're gonna get out of this. No, I forget what I say because now I'm the one in the low and I'm going to her and she's she'll be we talked about this yesterday. You're gonna be uncomfortable. You're in a new level of life and you're gonna feel discomfort and you're gonna want to turn back around and go to the comfort zone. That's not an option. You are here. You are going to feel your feelings. Do I need to tell you again? We talked about this yesterday. It's crazy how you forget and how you get in these states where you totally forget. It goes back to, okay, all right, yeah. I'm making this for me and anyone else who wants to benefit because I remember when I had to break off things with this guy I went on a few dates with and I was holding on because that's what I do. I hate letting go. I'm good at it, but I hate it. I'll do it. Hey, I'll do it. But I don't like it one bit. And I know it's going to hurt. But that's one feeling I'm good at feeling. I don't know. The feelings along with that sometimes. Oh, but when I needed to break things off with this guy, I rewatched my video of that says like how to know if you should stay or go from a relationship. And that whole video is basically a pep talk to break up with somebody, and like seeing myself say, "You're gonna be okay," was all I needed to hear. So this can be some inspiration for like you're gonna get out of the low. And I don't even know if I'm in it or not right now. I know I was in it an hour ago. Then I did 45 minutes of breath work, and then I thought, I want to share this. I have a message inside of me to share. No, I just have like, I just want to document my experience. I feel like this is a funny thing to be holding. I need to be doing breath work more. If anyone wants to go to a class, let me know, because I am so resistant to it because I need it the most. And I used to do it all the time, and I was so high on life. They say it's like a mushroom experience or something. It's like a trip. I've never done any of those drugs, but I feel so happy, so overflowing with love and joy and stuff, usually after breath work. Today was more neutral, I think, because I just needed the space for myself, and I haven't done it in a long time, but I want to do breath work more. I stopped going because I was doing online Zoom acupuncture college school classes last fall, and then I moved, and I just haven't really been back. Okay, let me just also say, like, I've been feeling insecure about my hair lately. I don't know why. Oh yeah, well, it's so funny because I was insecure about it not being blonde, and then I got it blonde, and then I was insecure about it being like so fuzzy, and now I'm loving it. I didn't do anything to it. Well, except for I have been using oil in it, so I think that might be helping. But remember, it was like looking wild. It's a weird thing seeing yourself on camera. But also because I just watched the Kardashians, I was like, okay, all of them have fuzzy hair a little bit. And then half the time they're wearing wigs, and even with the wigs, they're a little bit fuzzy. So it's okay. And I didn't think that this was for me because I don't mind seeing myself, and like my grandma used to say, which I know from my mom, like something like you have to look some way. I think, yeah, two things in my brain are like, you have to look some way, and two, you look how you look. Like, you're already looking like that. So, whether or not you put it on camera, whether or not you see it, this is already how you're going about the world. So, like, that helps me. But what was I going to say? Oh, the Instagram that I reposted on my story, a girl was talking about how you were not supposed to see your own reflection so much, so clearly, and you were not supposed to see so many other people, let alone compare to those people, because you wouldn't have been seeing yourself. And then she was talking about how, like, you're not just one picture, or like your hair or whatever. Like, you're not seeing the way that you laugh, the way that you look at the person that you're interacting with, the way that you're interacting with other people, stuff like that. Like, and basically then she gets to the point of you are an experience. And I love that so much. You are an experience. I am an experience. Please enjoy. Like, yeah, I think that's going to help me. Or it already has. It already has, and it will continue to. I am getting a massage tonight, and I really was nervous about it and kind of scared and didn't want to, but I'm going to. And that is something I'm thinking about every time I want to, like, basically binge eat. I'm calling it emotional eating, but I'm kind of like binging. Like eating so much and so much sugar and stuff. The massage is in 2 horas. So we're gonna probably like, and I don't want to be like totally so bloated, feeling disgusting and like sugared up. So we're gonna probably, oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so probably going to make these veggies and some, ooh, maybe I'll make soft boiled eggs. Love those. Of course, I'm not exactly hungry now because I had a lot to eat earlier, but yeah, gonna make soft boiled eggs maybe and eat in an hour. Another thing I did this morning, I woke up, no phone, and then I went on a 2 hour walk, no phone, and it ended up getting a smoothie. And I have not had any matcha or coffee, and I'm very happy about that because I knew I needed to feel this sadness. Remember, I said I wanted to feel the sadness as long as I could. I told myself, and things that hype me up, that's actually a little bit sounds like avoiding to me and like the opposite of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay low. I'm trying to stay sad. So that's my thought process. Okay, I'm so excited. I can't wait to shower. I can't wait. Look at me. Oh my gosh. This is the first time that I've had a smile in days, literally days. And then I'm going to hang out with my friend after, and we're going to see a sunset at a really pretty place that I don't go that often. So I'm excited for that. Okay, and literally, note for my future self. Who knows? Hey, who knows? I don't know, but I'm noticing a little pattern of, I think I kind of spin out around holidays. I did a little TikTok on this, but like yeah. I don't know what to say other than it's a long weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, and I just remember feeling pretty bad a lot of weekends. Like it when there's a holiday. Especially these kinds of holidays. Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day. Like there's this, for some reason, the energy of like, yeah, it's Labor Day. It's 4th of July. Let's go. Like everybody's coming to town and we're going to go drink forever, be on the beach the whole day. Like, let's go. What's everyone doing? Let's play games. Let's get up. Let's like, that's so funny. I see 3 boys, all backwards hats, colorful shorts. Oh, they have tennis rackets and a volleyball. And iced coffees and sunglasses. Like that's a Memorial Day vibe, okay? And then there's me, has not showered, eating cookie dough, which I'll tell you about in a second, but eating cookie dough out of a pan. Let me tell you what I did. Because I'm like, this is kind of inventive. A frying pan, put cookie dough on it, and then I flip it every once in a while and I scrape off the part that's melted, so it's just like raw cookie dough, but it's very soft and melted. What's that called? I don't know what we call it. Just like hot cookie dough. Scrape it, turn it, scrape it is what I was doing. Anyway, they're out there doing Memorial Day, yeah. And I'm like, black shirt, haven't showered, Kardashians, flipping my cookie dough, eating a pint of ice cream over 2 days, and then I am trying to feel my sadness. I'm like, okay, let's lay on the ground. Blackout curtains are drawn. We put a pair of pants over my eyes, pillow under my knees, Bose headphones on, laptop next to me to do 45 minutes of DMT. Let's drop in. Didn't want to do it for the first 15 minutes at all, but I did it. And then it kept on going, and then I enjoyed it. And then you hear it say, share this, you're done, share it with a friend, or something like that, in a more gentle way. And then I reach over and press the space bar so that I don't get to hear the ad that immediately plays after. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for playing ads after breathwork. That's really nice. So, and then I'm gonna get a massage. Like, it's just not the American Memorial Day vibe from like what I'm comparing myself to, you know, even though this is what I'm doing. So then I feel like bad about it, kind of. So that's just an example, but I need to write something on my calendar, like give yourself extra like love and space, and just like know that like tough emotions are coming. And it sounds dumb, okay? Hey, I'd be the first to say, sounds dumb. But like I know with grief, like if you I mean, I feel bad saying it, but it's similar, okay? So like if you lose somebody that you love, you're going to have a hard time. You might have a hard time around the different days that remind you of them. And I think for me, it's so dumb to compare it to that. But like, there are human emotions and feelings, and it's not the same, and it's not the same intensity. And listen, I want to just say I'm fine, but the way that I've been and that I've felt the past few days, it just reminds me of other holidays. So I'm like, this is a pattern, and it reminds me of the pattern of like how it can be really hard for those grieving when those days come up every year. And so it's good to be aware of. And also I've just heard like, oh, you have no idea why you're feeling so off or whatever. And then you're like, oh, it's because this is that day. Whatever day that triggered. It's just a trigger. That's what it is. That's what we're talking about, triggers. Which I recently heard, I don't know if this applies. I recently heard that triggers bring you back to a moment in the past, and then you act from that 10-year-old self or whatever. So, and I feel like that's kind of true. Like Memorial Day is my trigger, and then I feel like I'm in high school and I need to be doing something fun. And at the time, how did I cope? Oh, I'll just be a lifeguard. Then I'm working the entire Memorial Day weekend as a lifeguard, and I don't need to have any plans outside of that because I'm working. And you know what? I'm not going to live my whole life working, though. I want to be able to be at peace with what I'm doing and not like escape. And by the way, like I have had my ideal holidays as well, but it's just not always ideal. Oh, I mean, I often, like, I'll have ideal days and holidays, but then sometimes that ideal is low-key and doesn't look like the average, and sometimes it does. And when that works out, that's great. But it's not the case every single time. And it stresses me out sometimes, but yeah. Okay, I want to talk about the cookie dough. What else did I just think of? Okay, I'm going to tell you something. So the cookie dough that I just had, I got last night, and I left it out on the counter overnight. And I thought, I don't know if I should eat this. let me put it in the fridge just in case I decide to eat it. And then later, the reason that I did eat it is because I was like, let me just look it up on my laptop about the cookie dough. And then I saw these comments. I love internet comments. Okay, so one of them, so basically the general consensus is like better safe than sorry, but then most people are like it's probably safe. And then somebody said it's safe. Somebody said it's probably safe to eat it raw, and it's probably it's pro- it's probably safe. It's probably safe to eat it raw. It's definitely unsafe to eat it cooked. And then the person who asked was like, wait, wait, why would it be safe raw, but then unsafe after cooked? And then the person said, because they suck at typing. And they're like, oh, lol. But that got me. And then somebody else was like, bring it over to my house and I'll get rid of it. I'll make sure and get rid of it. Or something like that. And they're like, actually, maybe it just said, bring. I wish I still had this up. I don't think I do. It was like, bring it over and I'll dispose of it. Bring it over to my house and I'll dispose of it. And they're like, hello, does that mean it's good? And the person was like, it means that I don't care if it's safe or not safe to eat. I'll eat it anyway, and then I'll let you know how it goes. And after that, I was like, if they would do it, I'm doing it. So I did it, and so far I don't feel sick. I honestly feel less sick and less bad physically than I do usually when I eat cookie dough in general. So I'm sure that it's actually a better way to eat it, maybe. Maybe it is. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, I went on a few dates with this guy. Do I need to say it like that? Or could I just say somebody? If I ever say somebody, it's probably somebody I went on a date with. Okay, so this guy was saying he was going to go on a hike at sunset because he doesn't like being in the sun, in the direct sunlight during the day, because he wants to protect his skin and wrinkles and like look good when he's older. And that, even that to me was a reminder of there are so many different ways to live and there is no right way. And that way is definitely wrong. No, I'm just kidding. I actually really like that because I don't like the pressure. Sometimes I feel the pressure of like going to the beach in the like all day sitting out, or getting tan. Like people like getting tan, they'll get spray tans, or just want to be out without a shirt, like in direct sun with the UV high, just to also to feel good. There are also benefits of vitamin D and everything, but like, I don't know. It's easy to think like everybody's doing that and everybody wants to be in the sun and everything. But this was a reminder of, it just was very validating. I'm like, hey, I actually feel a lot less pressure to go enjoy the day when it's sunny out because I think of him. So I hope that helps somebody. And then somebody else at work was talking about how his favorite weather is overcast, cloudy, but not the kind that the sun is still shining like somehow through the clouds and everything is like super white. What color is that? They were talking about it. There's like a color for like that super white or silvery, I don't know, where it just like is blinding. And he's not talking about that, but like the moody overcast he likes. And this morning was probably like that when I walked. So yeah, I was out for 2 hours this morning, and then I'm going to be out all night outside too. But I'm inside for the hottest part of the day with my blinds closed. I live in California, so just perspective is funny, stories are funny, like you think. Everyone who lives right by the beach is going to be out there all day, especially the sunny days, and be like partying and whatever. And meanwhile, here I am living a different life. The massage is going to be great. I've also been, I'm going to be, and I have been scheduling videos more. And when I tell you how it's the hardest thing I've ever done, I don't have the patience. I'm so impulsive, and I don't know. I want it to just be up right away. But that is anxiety, I think. So I think it's okay to sit with it and like stagger a little bit instead of like pushing out immediately and like 5 in a day or something. Not that I'm doing that, but I just want to give it a little bit of space. Do some midnight releases, see who stays up. Yeah, I've also been thinking, because I was spiraling this week about just YouTube and subscribers and views and stuff and money, but like, again, that's not really going to change anything. Like at the end of the day, I want to be doing something that I'm enjoying, and I do eventually want the feedback from it, but I'm going to need to figure out what I like doing and what I do consistently. So I'm like, you know what? That's the one thing I can control anyways. So let's just consistently show up. I don't know if I can curse in these or if I want to. I definitely have, but well, I think it might be time for me to make these vegetables, but thank you so much for hanging out. This is really so fun for me. I might give another update and tack it on to this same video. We'll see.